Welcome to the Super Facts Show on the Super Facts Network. Featuring St. Laz, who also hosts the popular web series Gem Pop and music journalist Mark Walter Ward. They have discussions about hip-hop, culture, society, philosophy, and everything else. Now available on YouTube and wherever else you get your podcasts. What up, world? It's your boy Mark Walter Ward, Super Facts Show, Super Facts Network. Today we got with us, I would say, a New York underground stalwart. New album right now, Lord Knows Volume 2. Don't be scared, be frightened. Back Block Music Gang General. Juxx Diamondz, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing well. And yourself, sir?
I'm chilling. Hey, I seen that. I mean, maybe you've been doing this for a minute, but I ain't know. I saw you got that song with Cuba on the beat and Ledger. Speaking of Back Block Music Gang, the New Age Outlaws, and you directed the video. Is that the first time you directed the video?
Nah, all of my recent videos I directed and everything. But let me just correct you. It's Back Block Music Group.
Back Block Music Group. My bad.
We dropped the gang.
Got you.
Man, you knew, like, we ain't going. You knew me for a long time, brother. So.
Yeah, I didn't even know that happened. Well, I mean, I was gonna ask you about that later, but since we talking about that, how everybody doing? Is it the same collection? Is there anybody new?
Basically, I got Ledger. He's been around. Of course, Matt Mizzle, he's still here. I got my new artist, Chief Wrecker. He from Toronto. My other artist, King Harv. So it ain't the original. The originals are still there, but this is more the collective. You know what I'm saying?
Got you. I can
just doing the music. The other dudes, they still around, but they ain't far as, everybody married up, kids living in different states and stuff,
Word. I see you ain't slowed down a bit. You touring in Florida with like mad legends like Illa G and all that. I'm sorry I missed you in Tampa, but what kind of crowd was that out there for a concert?
It was decent. It wasn't what I was used to, but it was decent.
Were they familiar with the music, or was they like
Nah, it wasn't familiar, but they got familiar though.
Yeah.
They was fucking with it, and plus it was a Sunday, so everybody got to go to work and shit,
Yeah, that does fuck shit up. So I was checking out, man, your Spotify. I hadn't really, because I subscribed to you on YouTube, so I see when you drop videos and stuff, but I hadn't realized you would drop so many singles and so many projects. So
yeah,
it's too many to talk about in one podcast. But one I really liked, even though it was 3 songs, was that Concrete Ruins, especially the FTN. The FTN was a dope ass song.
Yeah, with that project, I did that with overseas producers. Damn, I just got a brain fart on what's their name. Don't kill me. Oh Lord. Sismograph. You know what I'm saying? They basically remixed a couple of joints off of the FTN project that I did with the Bad Seed that was produced by Martello Beats. So, that was basically that. It featured my dude Thonio. He signed to Six Figure Digger Entertainment, and my other dude, P Wise, he signed to Def Squad.
Oh yeah, I definitely heard of P Wise. I mean, I know Six Figure Digger. I heard, I was gonna that's one thing I was gonna ask you though, man. The bad seed, he nice.
Yeah, man. If you hip hop, he been on like the Tunnel, Funk Master Flex, the Tunnel album.
For real? Like what was the other dude on that?
Matter of fact, no, it wasn't the Tunnel album. It was 60 Minutes of Funk by Funk Master Flex album.
Which one?
It was volume 3.
I definitely got all 3 of those. I checked that out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's what's up. So how's the Lord Knows Volume 2 doing? Like because correct me if I'm wrong, but I kind of perceive that streaming's been better for artists such as yourself, because I feel like there's always been a demand for your music, but then there was like that time where like it was basically you was either getting a bad deal or you was just giving your music away for free for a long time. And if you had been born like 10 years earlier, you probably would have been fucking with like Duck Down or Raucus or something.
Yeah,
You know what
I
I
mean,
mean?
it's doing pretty good. I mean, I actually got a situation right now where I'm on the, I got a distribution deal with Who Mag, Sony Orchard Records, so it's doing pretty good right now. That's where we released that volume 2 on.
Yeah, peep out that the truth video.
Yeah,
Yeah, I saw how that was the orchard. Shout out to you for that. That's what's up.
yeah. So that's the new situation right now. I mean, it's independent, but at least it's somewhat kind of a machine behind it now. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right. I mean, they can at least get like your link trees and all. I mean,
Right.
lots of stuff together, metadata, all that good stuff. Hey, you know what though? I hadn't even thought about this, but when I said that just now, I want to salute cats like you because like there was a period where there was a demand for your music, but there wasn't like a highly profitable outlet for it, and like you kind of persevered to the other side where a lot of cats, like you said, fell off the path, be it for life reasons or they just gave up.
Right.
And like I just want to let you know that I appreciate your commitment to hip hop, and more so than that, your belief in yourself.
Yeah. Thank you, man.
That's a testament to a man's character.
Yeah. I mean, like, I just took it upon myself. I have to keep on pushing. I went through trials and tribulations in this music industry, the bullshit, you know what I'm saying? But that makes you or break you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. And look at you now. You back up.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, like it was just, I mean, like I kind of knew because I got into vinyl a little bit early, so I knew the European cast was, because I don't know if I call you boom bap or underground or whatever. Like I don't even think it really needs no labels. Like
Nah, just hip hop.
It's a feel. You know what I mean?
Right.
But like specifically like East Coast, grimy hip hop. I mean. And it only gotta be grimy, but you know what I mean? Because like Mike Geronimo wasn't necessarily grimy, but you know what I mean? He would fit under this umbrella. I mean, like
Right.
you know about it when you see it. And like I could tell from the way them European cats was buying records that there never stopped being a demand. And then Bandcamp a little bit. I don't know if anybody ever made too much money off SoundCloud except for like Lil Uzi Vert or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't never made no bread off of SoundCloud. I make bread off of Bandcamp,
Yeah, and then for like whatever reason, I don't want to say it's algorithms or holding down independent artists, and maybe Bandcamp just wasn't as good as getting their shit off. It seemed like for a minute it was harder to find band camps, you know what I mean?
Yeah, very hard.
Yeah, but I mean, that being said, like I see a lot of cats like Aguilar. I say this all the time. Like I see how he uses Bandcamp to extremely monetize his situation.
Yeah.
He's
I
always
mean,
dropping like releases with little merch collections and little ways to upgrade the package. You know what I
right.
mean?
I mean, the Bandcamp is dope because you know why? Like, say, how like, and this is not discrediting any artist. You do what you do to get your numbers and your money. But they be like, oh, go to my Spotify. Like a lot of artists don't know Spotify is raping the artists.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like all them streams still don't mean shit. Like a lot of cats gotta understand. This is just like how it was in the 90s and the early 2000s. Spotify ain't nothing but a record label, but digital. You know what I'm saying? It's pennies.
I mean, in some sense, though, Juxx, I totally agree with you. But on the other hand, though, they take less of a risk than a record label.
Right. They taking less, but it ain't really a risk because you know why? You think about it. You don't hear Def Jam signing no big artists anymore. They sign artists, and then you don't even hear about them. There's a lot of labels, major labels that they'll sign an artist. And
I mean, I really hate to disagree with you, but I can tell you two super dope artists Def Jam's got right now: Bobby Sessions and Saint Bodie. Check the girl out, and Bobby Sessions is insane with it, and they got numbers and big features and big songs and all that.
Right. I never heard of them out here in New York. You know what I'm saying? Where back in the days, you heard about a fucking DMX, you heard about a Jay-Z, you heard about a Ja Rule. You get what I'm saying?
Hey, let me ask you this though, real quick though. Did you hear about Young One? Did you know like when Young One? Okay, but like you knew that he got like signed before the video and all that?
Yeah.
Okay.
But look, he was signed to a major that was once you got that stamp of Rough Riders, you was being known. You know what I'm saying?
Jen and everybody, huh?
Right. But you know what I'm saying? We knew about Jim before the Rough Rider shit. There was more
the Freestyle Friday shit.
Freestyle Friday shit, you know what I'm saying? But you don't really hear about the the acts that major labels sign anymore.
I mean, that's a good point. I mean, if anything, like they blow themselves up off one jump, like Lizzo or Designer or something, and then they get signed to a major label.
Right. But then you know what it is? It's see with Lizzo is different. She does pop R&B, you know what I'm saying? So it depends on who your marketing team is, and you know what I'm saying, and how they, you know, push your stuff. But a lot of, like I'm not saying all artists, but you really don't hear about a lot of artists like, oh, I just signed a Def Jam. Like when Griselda said, yo, we signed to Shady, you heard that shit everywhere.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So like, that kind of lost its luster. They're not re-upping. I think there's one project left, the Conway joint. Well, what would be a you don't gotta come up with like the group or anything, but what would be a label that you think would like move the needle if somebody signed to it?
Um,
It's hard. It's hard to cut off the
it's
top of the
hard.
head. Yeah, like
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard.
back in the day, it'd be like if Snoop went to No Limit, if such and such went. I remember when Bobby Brown went to Murder Inc. People was talking about it. Remember that shit?
Right. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? When Snoop went to No Limit, everybody's like, oh boy. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it depends on where you live, though. You know what I'm saying? Like in
Yeah,
DC,
I mean,
in DC, we was psyched about it until
yeah.
and then the album came out.
And then you didn't like that first album. The second album was dope.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't gonna get into the Snoop thing, but I say he got like a solid like 7 to 8, 4 to 5 mic joints, which is more than most rappers could say. And
Yeah.
and then he got some albums that I probably would never listen to again.
Yeah.
By my own choice.
Yeah, you're right about that.
But I mean, like, this. I mean, I mean, see, I know you for a minute, so I guess we can just this shit can just be a regular conversation. But like, it's lots of cats. I say, like, if you took like their best 15 songs, like people don't realize it. Like you put like Memphis Bleak best 15 songs is gonna sound pretty damn good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
See, you know what it is, people. Let me tell you something. Bleak is nice.
Yeah.
A lot of cats discredit him because you know what it is. They held a certain title to him because he was under Jay-Z, so they felt like he was supposed to pick up the torch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I wanted to be a rapper. I ain't make it. I would have took Memphis Bleak career in a heartbeat.
Right, but that same as with when it came to Big. They put that shit onto Little C's. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean not as much, but yeah, that the comparison probably definitely hurt him more in the long run than it helped him. I mean, I guess the proof would be in the pudding, but I mean, then we get back into the old school issues of ghostwriting and stuff, which would be different in this situation,
right?
You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean that I mean association help you, don't help you. Speaking of associations, I was looking back through because I used to post your music on Drink and Dank a lot for those who
ain't yo, that's so crazy. I was going through my old computer and I saw a lot of old artwork you used to send me and shit.
Well, it's funny, bro. I just did an episode with Mike Geronimo, and I'm looking through my my post of you on Drink and Dank, and I hadn't even realized when I was talking to him that I did the cover.
You did the Break Bread cover.
Yeah.
Yeah. You mentioned that to him?
Nah, I totally forgot about it till I was going through the Jones
today.
That's
like since then we've been cool. Like I saw Mike maybe like I want to say in the summertime when I went to his release party. Like I shocked the shit out of him.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, he was happy to see me.
Yeah, he seemed like he got a real positive spirit.
Yeah, man. Like especially he back in the groove with the music and stuff, which is a good thing.
You heard that Lemon Pepper freestyle he did with Nature?
Yeah.
Yeah, that man, that bars that they was getting. I always thought Nature was wild underrated. Like those little Sony albums he had was vicious. Wild Gremlins, that's AZ, right?
Nah, that's Nature.
Okay, so like Wild Gremlins had a album, and then didn't AZ have like a little, was it like Quiet Money or something? I know that was his record, but didn't he have like a little group album too?
Nah, I don't think so.
Okay, but I know I had the Wild Gremlins, the Sony Nature. I remember the Sony Sauce Money joint went hard.
Yeah.
And you know, speaking of, since we talking about cats like that, you know, I was listening to the and I ain't gonna lie, it's probably because like where I was at, but I ain't really get as hip to Royal Flush until like you know, like the last 10 years or so. And when I was listening to Strap, you know, and then like you know what it was I got into Nori. And like I started realizing that Nori had a lot of projects and a couple of jumps he had with like Royal Flush. I was like, damn, he was spitting. And I went back and listened to like his classic albums. And I'm curious, like, why you think a cat that was spitting that good? And like, I went and checked out his videos. Like I ain't gonna say like now it's crossed over as far as like, you know, sold out or went pop or anything, but you know, just crossed over to the attention of the mainstream. And Jay-Z did, but like a Royal Flush did.
You know what it is? It be the labels and the politics and bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So, you
Yeah.
know, it's in God's time. You know what I'm saying? It's you know, at the end of the day, he a legend. You know, I can't speak for any, you know, what goes on with that label or the politics, but that's what it mostly be. You know what I'm saying?
I think a lot, you know, I know cats has hit the dig it in the crates, probably less or so the younger generation and everything, but you know, the more I hear Royal Flush, the more I'm convinced he don't get his just due for just how nice he is.
Yeah. And I trust me, I've been in the studio with Flush plenty of times, man. He get it in.
Oh yeah, I mean, like to me, like I don't know how you look at it, like shit like that might be regular to you, but like to me, that's kind of like if I had a career, that'd be like a legendary moment. Y'all did the video and everything, and
Yeah, but you know what's so crazy too is like my man's over, like he always talks to me. He be like, "Yo, son, you don't feel no kind of way." I'll be like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "Yo, son, you've been in a lot of rooms with a lot of niggas." I'm like, "What you mean by a lot?" He's like, "Yo, industry cats, and you're not hype about it." I'm like, "No, they regular people just like me and you." You know what I'm saying? But then it's like I think about it, and then I get in my fan shit like, "Oh shit, I really was in the," you know what I'm saying?
word.
Like the shit just I don't get too hype about this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I could sit here and tell you the whole list of shit that I did. Like even I did a tour with was on tour with Method Man and Redman. It was me, my big bro Mike Kanz, and Rockin' This Monster from Helter Skelter.
Right,
A lot of niggas would never get that shit.
right.
And it was regular to me. It wasn't like, oh shit, something to brag about. I'm like, all right, we did this, that's what it is, you know, something to check off the bucket list. But
You,
then when I go back, I'll be like, damn, I did that shit. And there's proof I did it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna send you the link too.
you ever think that if you would like you know like shout at your own horn a little bit more about things like that on social media or something, maybe you would advance further?
Nah, I don't like to brag. I let the work speak for itself. My thing is this: I ain't gotta brag. It's I got receipts, and it's out in the universe. You know what I'm saying?
Word. Is you know it, and you know how much music I know, so like it'd be hard for me to keep up with everything.
Right.
Is there anything that didn't make its way to Spotify because of like or like a DSP because of clearance issues like this floating around on DatPiff or SoundCloud or anything?
Shit. I think
Like,
the only thing I didn't make it to DSP was Guerrilla Warfare mixtape. That's about it. And I think the feature presentation too.
but
You
that's on
did that cover too.
yeah. I know who I did the $100 bill cover for. That was Math, right?
That was math. Yeah.
With Ben Franklin smoking the blunt and shit.
Yep.
Yeah. I stopped doing them covers though. Them shit started being too they started changing the programs too much, man. Like fucking with the Max and shit. That should be a hustle.
Yeah.
Yeah, like all the equipment like die like every 3 years, and you gotta like re-up it, or like the jump won't work with the system, but then this program won't work with that shit, so you gotta re-up with the program and the program.
But you know what? That's with technology now, man. That's like, you know, I make beats, so I got an MPC Live. I had it on my big computer where I use, you know, my Pro Tools is on. Just to update my actual MPC unit is not compatible with my Pro Tools computer because of the operating system. So I had to
Right.
put it on my laptop. That shit is annoying.
Now I feel you.
But that's how these companies make their money. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I don't know if they do it nowhere else, but I was mostly in studios in Houston more so than anywhere else. But in Houston, dog, I see cats that still had like Pro Tools 5 and would just find ways to find the equipment that went with it, and
Yeah,
they'd hunt that shit down.
because you know what it is. It's like, what's the point if you know if it ain't broke, why change it? You know what I'm saying?
Word, yeah. I mean, I guess because they be trying. I mean, we could really get into it. I mean, ultimately, it's just like NSF fees
Yep,
and floating mortgage rates. It's all designed to keep poor people poor.
exactly.
Because like, it, if you can just barely make what you need to take care of yourself in a month, you always remain somewhat beholden to the system, and then you remain easy to control.
Right.
That's why, like, like they say, money don't solve all your problems, but in a way, I feel like at a certain level, it gives you some freedom, like at least the
Gives you
freedom,
a
not freedom,
relief.
not they give the freedom not to worry. Then
Right.
another level, it gives you like another level of freedom, like to go whatever you want in the manner that you want. And then in a whole another level, it gives you the freedom to do whatever the fuck you want and get away with it for the most part.
Right. Right. You're absolutely right about that.
Yeah, I used to aspire for that shit, but I find looking back, like the worst moments of my life was all caught up in the pursuit of that. And then when I was more invested in like dealing with my family or interacting with hip hop on my basis of my love for it, that it was much more fulfilling, and came with a lot less like jail time and shit.
Yeah.
Because I never subscribed much to the traditional paths of making money, like, which ironically, I man, it was so many cats I done time with that, because I had like a violent jump, and
Yeah.
at first, and they would have like big numbers, and if they had worked at McDonald's the whole time that they was doing time, they would have been like retired with a nice little pension.
Mm.
Especially if they lived somewhere where like housing was cheap and shit. I mean, definitely not in New York or nothing. They'd be
Oh
hurt the
hell no,
fuck up.
not at all.
Yeah, they be having to get another job, but it'd be some places down south you can live real good.
Trust me, I know.
Y'all don't be wanting to leave New York though. I feel you.
I mean,
It's
truth be
part of you.
told, man, like, you know, when you knew me, I was in the projects and shit when you first, you know what I'm saying? I'm out that shit now. Just for the family, the wife and the kids had to move them, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, we thinking about it, you know what I'm saying? Just, let me tell you something. I just turned 40 last week. It ain't shit out here.
Bro, I'm 43, and that's like almost my exact same progression. Like we was living in Houston. It was kind of active where we was at. It started being a lot of bang outs. My wife was outside. I'm like jumping in front of the baby crib because it's
Yeah, man.
drive-bys. So like we said, fuck it. We came somewhere cheap in the south near her family in Tampa, which, to be honest with you, I don't really rock with it too much, because it ain't no real hip hop scene like that,
It ain't. And you know what's so dope? Well, I might as well tell you, since you out there, in November, my DJ Sky gonna be out there. He gonna be at the Crowbar again when they do Dirty Sundays. He a dope DJ.
I think because my family, like my kids like Ybor City. I'm pretty sure I've seen his posters. That's not his first time being there, right?
Nah, it's gonna be his first time.
Okay.
Yeah. He that was my DJ. He DJ'd my set and Ella G set when we came down, a couple of weeks ago.
Well, what is Illa G like? Is he anything like what one would expect if they only heard his music?
I mean, he a regular person. He a cool dude,
Yeah.
We've been around each other plenty of times. Like I have performed at his album release party for Sway Cigarettes.
Bruh, I only know a lot of them off the top of my head, but like the name of his albums have made me laugh, like literally laugh out loud at least like 5 times the
Yeah,
first time I
because
heard him.
it's weird, but it's clever.
Yeah, wasn't one of them like Sherman Waffles or some shit?
Something like that. And Coke and God or something.
Y'all ain't never really rock with, like, because I'm from the DC area. We fuck with the Dippers and shit. Y'all ain't never really rock with the Sherm and all that type shit, did you?
Nah.
But that Sherm shit, see, like, I don't know how much like what Foxy Brown, how accurate that shit was saying. But that was like really the only time I ever really heard like people really talk about like a New York sherm stick. Because with us, a sherm stick was just like it was this shit called boat, and a sherm stick was just a cigarette that you got to dip in a certain length depending on how
Yeah.
much you paid. And then we had like woolies, which would be like we ain't called a Coke Jones at. We called the boat Jones at, and it would be like some of the liquid on some sage parsley, or if you're lucky with weed, and you roll it up, and we call that a wooly. But then like with like I used to go down south back then and do my thing, and where I was at in South Carolina, they called a wooly putting a bunch of rocks in the blunt, like you know, crack rocks.
Yeah, that's what they did out here too.
But see, see, and I don't know how accurate that Wu-Tang Hulu shit is, but I always got the impression that they was talking about putting powder in the joint.
Nah.
And I know like college white boys on the East Coast in the 90s, what they were talking about woolies was putting like powder cocaine in a cigarette.
Oh yeah, it was crack rocks. It was crack rocks.
I mean, bro, it was almost like spades. It was like just like different rules where you was at. I'm telling you, like woolies would be like a mad different thing. You might ask for something and get something totally different than what you thought if you was in a different area. I'm telling you.
Right, exactly.
I seen that shit.
You be all types of fucked up. Don't know what the fuck you smoking and shit.
You fuck with down south music?
If I like it, I fuck with it. I ain't got no issues against it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like I'm out searching for it. If I come across something I like, I fuck with it.
Do you like you know you? I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm more interested in because I fuck with a lot of the new artists too, but you know I'm more in like the legendary shit. Like do you rank any of like the cats like Bun B or Scarface or anything like I know you'll give them legends as far as their stature, but I'm talking about as their ability as lyricists.
Oh hell yeah, shit. Scarface man. Listen, I'll take it back to Ghetto Boys, man. Come on, that was my shit.
That's what's up. Like you know, you hear this shit about all these Southern cats was complaining about like they wouldn't get no love in New York, but I think looking back, it's really more. It was just like Southern rappers weren't getting love from New York radio because everybody I know from New York at the time. Like yeah, like most of y'all didn't like Gucci Mane and 2 Chainz and all that type shit. I ain't trying to.
Nah, I fuck with 2 Chainz.
I mean, not you, maybe not you personally, but I definitely saw a lot of New York cats like talk about like before he signed with Good Music, talking about the shit like the I'm getting it, Joan. I remember they was making fun of that, but like
I fucked with 2 Chainz since he was Titty Boy.
I mean, you a man of impeccable taste, Juxx, but like it seemed like everybody fuck with like rap a lot back in the day, or they fuck with Outkast or something. You know what I mean?
Of course, Outkast. You know, Dungeon Family stink. You know, that stink on as shit. You know, I fuck like I'm gonna put it to you like this. These are cats I fuck with from the South. Of course, Scarface, 8-Ball MJG, 3-6 Mafia, of course, Outkast, shit, Bone Crusher, Jeezy.
What about Trick Daddy, bro? I always felt like everybody in the street to fuck with. Really?
Yeah, I never bought a Trick Daddy album in my life.
Hey, damn. See, I don't want to get into your business, so like I'll just say what I say, and if you got something to offer, go ahead. But I feel like Trick Daddy particularly appeals to cats at the time. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of album cuts is I mean, to be real with you, before I even knew what would be called PTSD, would almost be like much in the way DMX did it, just in a more of a Southern way,
like,
but kind of like with that gospel spirit, address some of those issues, and they might phrase it as demons, but you know it leads to the same things, and it would be a demons PTSD, but you know,
like
drug use, alcohol, yada yada.
Yeah, like it was certain songs I fucked with Trick Daddy, like I don't know.
Yeah,
but, you know that and okay was I fucked with it because it was playing on the radio, but it was not like I gotta go buy his album at that given time.
I wish you had, brother, because if you had, you would have heard more like Scarface type material. You feel me? Yeah.
And who else I fucked? I said 8-Ball MJG, right?
Yeah.
Of course I fucked with the No Limit. You know, who else? Ludacris, you know what I'm saying? Like, I fucked with South artists and shit. If they like, you know, T.I. and shit, if niggas was spitting, I fucked with it.
Word. So what do you think of Gucci Mane? Because like at first I ain't gonna front. I thought Gucci Mane was straight garbage, and now I think Gucci's one of the best to ever do it.
Nah, I don't. He's not garbage, but it ain't my cup of tea.
Hey, but what about his A&R skills? I think Gucci Mane is the greatest A&R in the history of rap music.
Truth be told, I never paid attention to Gucci on his movements, so
Young Thug, Migos,
I fuck
Future.
with the Migos. I fuck with Migos.
That's all him. Nicki Minaj, Waka Flocka.
Ah, shit. Nicki Minaj ain't from the South, man. She from Queens, man.
Man, her first big move was Brick Squad. The original Brick Squad was Nicki Minaj, Waka Flocka, my man Just Rich Gates, Slim Duncan.
Just because she signed with them, don't she from?
No, I'm just talking about Gucci Mane's A&R abilities. I ain't talking about whether she from. Yeah. You know, that's what I'm saying. Like I think Cameron's a great fucking A&R too.
Oh yeah. Cam know some talent though. You definitely do.
Would you get offended if someone labeled you as a backpack rapper?
Of course not.
What would you label yourself?
I don't have no label.
See me neither. Like me and my wife was watching your videos, and it's before we couldn't go to your show, and then today, and like I was like, I guess you'd say some of these is like boom bap beats, but I wouldn't say he's a boom bap rapper. So I was just like, I guess underground for real, but
I wouldn't even say underground.
It's not. Yeah, I was about to say it's not underground
it's just
anymore.
hip-hop.
Yeah.
It's not like I could do the boom bap shit. I could come off with some singing shit, not me singing, but some melodic shit. I could even do some I could do anything. I could rap off of trap beats. But you know what I'm saying? I could play a joint right now. You'd be like, oh shit, this is actually rapping off a trap beat. But I could do anything, but it's just the fact that I stick to what I love. Word. And music in the whole I love. So, it's whatever the music put me in the feel for on how I want to do it. You know what I'm saying?
I can definitely dig it. So has the music ever put you in the field to make like a bone type joint or anything like that?
Nah, I can't rap fast for shit.
I thought you could do it all. My bad.
I could, but that triple time shit, I could listen. If you was to put me to the test, I could probably do it. But I'm not just doing it freely.
When I was trying to rap, I learned how to do it by I learned my verse right, and then I just learned how to say it faster and faster, and then I make it longer.
Yeah, because all it is really two 16s to make 116, because it's the triple.
I mean, to their credit though, they got the little, they know when they hit the scared of it, where to get it. You know what I mean? Like my shit was definitely lacking that element of rhythm. I ain't gonna front, but at least I could get the speed down.
Like you see how like Twister do that shit? That shit that's talent. Buster, that's talent.
Yeah. You know,
practice.
I don't know why that made me think of it, but like, bro, I miss like whenever I get because it made me think. I remember there was a minute where every rap album, like for a minute, people would show they could rap fast. It's like the show they could do it, and I miss with like when every rap album had a reggae hook, which brings me back to the Concrete Ruins joint. I wish there was more scratching in rap, and I really like. That's one reason why I like FTN so much, because I like that scratching in there.
Yeah, the scratching be dope. Also, I don't know if you get a chance, check out he a dope DJ, dope producer, Tone Spliff. I'm working with him right now. He's doing a lot of cuts on my joints.
That name sound familiar, man, but it'd be too easy to get names mixed up these days. You know what I'm saying? Because there's been so many Montanas and so many Gottis, and you know what I mean.
Right.
Hey, speaking of which, though, like let's assume the statute of limitations has expired. Have you ever actually Juxx Diamondz?
Of course.
That's what's up.
I tell people, how you think I got the name Juxx? I'm Brooklyn. And my Mob Deep, y'all niggas shook.
That's what's up. I got a feeling it wasn't no sneak thievery or cat burglary either.
Of course not.
Yeah. I don't know, like sneak thievery sucks, but like cat burglars are kind of cool, especially if they rob them from the man.
Yeah.
Like you go up like 20 stores and steal some diamonds or some shit from some insurance company or some shit. Hey, or for some shit from some shit that's insured. I got respect for that.
Get it from the man.
Yeah, just don't take that shit from like, I don't know, no NBA player I fuck with or no shit. I don't even know.
Yeah. You be like, oh man, why you do that shit, man? I like that guy.
Yeah. I mean, musically, oh yeah, I want to well, just so I can have an excuse to post it in the Dirty Glove Bastard post I do off these, but the villain song, I was wondering how much, if any, interaction did you have with Sean Price? And let's say you was talking to someone who is knowledgeable about rap from like another region, so you know you could like tell them the real deal. How would you explain Sean Price to them if they were unfamiliar with him?
Dope individual, you know, he comedy, just overall a dope, overall just a dope individual, man. May he rest in peace.
But man, it's so funny. Like everybody says that about how he was so funny, you know, like you said, comedy. And but like if you read the little magazines at the time, you would have thought I mean, like without getting into it, some shit that happened in my personal life and the way it was covered in the paper let me already know that like they'll never tell the truth. But if you would have read all the articles about Sean Price, you would have thought he was just like running around mean mugging people all the time, intimidating people and shit. But everybody who knows him is like he's like the nicest, warmest, funniest person ever.
Yeah.
I mean, but you know, like anybody who hears this read between the lines, there's often a huge dichotomy between how somebody's portrayed to the world and how they actually are.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm sure you're well aware of. Like,
yeah,
I've met cats that's like R&B singers or quote unquote like pretty boy flow rider type rappers. They'd be straight thugged out for real, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you got some people who you meet, you be like, you be like, oh my gosh, this they be acting like dicks and shit, man.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've definitely came across that too, but I mean, I ain't gonna tell no stories about that. But
yeah, that's on another note.
But like for real though, I've came across people that would be quote unquote perceived as soft in the industry that was like way tougher than like the gangster artists they was associated with.
You know who that was? MC Hammer.
Yeah, I mean that's one. I remember it struck me on. I don't know if you remember I think it was the first Beef DVD, but it might have been that I think that Rock the Mic tour movie. But I remember Beanie Siegel said the toughest person he met in hip hop was Nelly.
You know? Oh yeah, that's what I heard too.
Yeah, and then like I don't know shit from shit, but I know I do math a little bit, and I've been to the Bronx, and let's say the danger quotient there is very real in certain areas. So if Fat Joe can just walk around wherever he wants in the Bronx with a bunch of jewelry on, he must be serious.
Yeah,
like because like there's just no other way.
Right. You're absolutely right about that. But don't be. There's security around there somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, different types of security, though, right?
Plain clothes. Listen, you walking around with that, man. You listen. Just because niggas in the Bronx love you, it's people that hate you too.
Oh yeah. It's always struck me like because I'm from DC, and then like. You see it when they're on them little crime shows, but it's really very few places like New Orleans, Chicago, maybe Baltimore, New York. But like most places, like obviously a lot of them California spots, but most places like people don't be thinking like, oh, I can just make a name off killing this dude. You know what I mean? And that'd be like real life shit in like New York and all them places. I just like if for no other reason, like it ain't no animosity. Homeboy don't want to rob you or nothing. It
just be jealousy.
It might not even be that. It could just be like, yo, I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be, I'm
just to get a rep.
Yeah, my name's gonna be ringing. What I mean? Which I mean, Lord knows the psychology that goes into that mind state.
Mm-hmm.
I mean to be real with you, bro. That's why I moved the fuck away from where I grew up at as fast as the fuck I could.
Because you know what it is, man. You get older. You don't want to be no the bullshit anymore. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it might not even be the bullshit about like what you navigate going to your door. Like, I mean, back in the day, people asking you for a cigarette. I mean, all that stupid shit.
Yeah.
But it'd be like after a minute, like I just got tired of knowing people that died. Like, you know, that's why I stopped doing drinking dank, because I started having partners that was dying off of fucking like codeine overdoses and shit.
Damn.
You
Yeah,
know what
man.
I
That
mean?
shit was serious.
Yeah. So like, I mean, not like I felt any personal responsibility, but I ain't gonna be out there promoting some shit that's killing my homeboys. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, but I mean that's neither here nor there. Let's finish this shit up with a positive note. So, you know, musically, it seems like you ain't never ceased, never will. So, what's the next move? And then also, is there any back? I'm gonna get it wrong now because I'm so used to saying gang.
Just say
Back block.
BBMG.
Any BBMG releases not involved, or maybe involving yourself, but not just yourself.
Yeah, actually, you know, we're gonna talk about the BBMG situation. So just maybe a couple of weeks ago, we released one of my artists, Geronimo, dope EP. It's titled The Hip Hop Shop Volume 1. You know, I'm actually, before I got on this, I'm editing the video Tribe Vibe, which is his first single. It's a dope project, man. From it gives you that vibe, like you talking about how you like digging in the crates for vinyl. It gives you that vibe, like you in a record store looking for ill ass samples.
Got you.
Just want to, you know, dig up some good dope music, you know.
Word, I'm definitely gonna check that out. So how about yourself?
Myself, man, myself. Lord knows, Volume 3, working on it as we speak. Doing most of, you know, every project I do most of the production anyway. Also working on an album with my wife, Lady Diamondz. It's titled, well, we call ourselves the Diamonds, and it's titled Black Roses. I mean, I know you heard her. She's on Lord Knows Volume 2 on Church Music, and I think it's, what's the song called? Dream? Not Dream. Damn, I can't even remember the title of the song.
It's LADI, right?
Yeah, LADI. Yep.
Yeah, I clicked her link and listened to a couple of them Jones. Y'all should definitely check her out. She's I'm sure she's on all DSP, LADI, DIAMONDZ.
Yeah, so you know, and then you know, got the back block music group, the Back Block Gang EP. You know, got production. You know, I did production. I got my producer Salio Beats on there. DJ Kanza, that's a Def Squad producer. Got Mike Cans on it. It's a dope project, man. Everybody gonna get to see everybody that's part of Back Block.
Well, shit, that's what's up, brother. Thank you for your time and keep me hip to all these. I'll make sure I can do my part to get them out to the world.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you for having me.
Oh, no doubt.
And it's like, it's crazy. We knew each other for so long, and it's like our first time seeing each other. Well, you saw me, I didn't see you.
Word. I can dig it. Hey, I'm gonna go check out that Hazonomical EP too. But like I said, thanks for your time, brother, and please keep me tapped in so I can get all this out here.
Yes, sir, brother. Yes, sir.
All right, man. You take it light and have a good night.
You too, sir.
All right, man. Peace.